Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Well, I thought today I'd do a quick video because I wanted to show an opening of a can of coffee that's about 3.5 years past its expiration date. And I also wanted to have a really quick talk about what are you going to do if you ever see a FEMA truck pull up around your corner or somewhere in your city to distribute goods in the case of some kind of a disaster, either natural or man-made. But first, let's get to this coffee. So this is like one of my favorite coffees besides this one right here. So that's my favorite kind of coffee right there. But this one is also one of my favorites. I used to buy it at Costco's when I used to live in Washington State. And as you can see right here, this can right here expired in December of 14. This one expired in November of 14. So this can right here, I went to open it, and I'd already opened this one. I went to open this can, and I noticed that the seal was compromised. As you can see right here, I don't know if you can see it or not. Well, you probably can't see it, but you can see that the glue right here had come off, so it wasn't properly sealed. And as soon as I seen that, I was like, man, this is probably not going to be any good. So I smelled it. It's sour. No good. But this one right here, which is only a month younger than that one, you can see that the seal on this one is still good. So this one right here, and let's see. So you guys, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but it says, no, you won't be able to see it. It says best before 12/14. And as you can see, the seal is still good. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this and see if this still has a good seal. If there's actually negative pressure in there. And I'm going to smell it. And by smelling it, I'll be able to tell whether it's good or not. I mean, the ultimate test is going to be a taste test when I have it. So I'm going to open it right now and see. You guys could hear that? That sounds really good. I hope it smells good. Let's see. And that's good. That coffee is still good. 3 years past its expiration. Yep. So 3 years past, this is still good with a good seal. So I'm not sure how long it'll stay good because I haven't really tested that. So I'll see how long after I've opened it stays good. This can will probably take me about, I would say, about a month and a half to drink because I'm pretty much the only one that drinks it in the house. So this will probably take me about a month and a half to 2 months to drink this can of coffee. So we'll see. I'm going to make a cup right after I get done making this video because right now it's probably about 4 in the morning. And, well, it's about 4:30 in the morning. So I'm getting ready to go to work here in a few more minutes. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, let's say you're a prepper, you're prepared, you have the basic things that you need in order to, make it through some kind of a short-term or long-term event. And like I said, be it man-made or be it natural, whatever it is. Let's say it comes to the point where there is FEMA trucks and FEMA personnel in your city or nearby where you live. And let's say that you come to the realization that this event is probably going to take a little more than, a week or two before everything goes back to normal, What do? You're prepared. You have everything you need pretty much. Do you, go and get in line? Or do you just, stay at home and take care of your stuff and, try to wait things out. So I guess there's a couple of, there's a couple of scenarios that I can think about what I would do. So let's say it was some kind of natural disaster, like Katrina or like Hurricane Sandy, or, maybe an earthquake or a tornado or something like that, and it only affected like one part of the country, the part that you were in, or a couple parts, but that the country as a whole still has its integrity. Okay. So maybe I would not. Maybe I'll be like, okay, I'm good. I've got my generator. I've got gasoline, enough gas for the next couple of weeks. I have enough food. Obviously, I have water. I have everything I need for the next couple of weeks. And it shouldn't be much longer than that before this, gets cleared up to where we'll have, our normal utilities and services, right? Let's say something like that. I probably wouldn't. No big deal. Because I know that I have what I need to take care of my family for the short term, right? But let's say that there was some kind of an SHTF, and I'm not going to get into what kind it is, from what. It can be anything, okay? Let's say there was some kind of an SHTF, and people may say, well, SHTFs don't happen anymore. Well, they really do, only because they've never happened in the U.S. doesn't mean that they don't happen. They happen all over the world. They're happening right now to people all over the world. Maybe not in a Mad Max scenario, but certainly it's happening, where people are not provisioned enough to take care of themselves or their families, and they have to rely on other people. So to me, I call that SHTF. When you lose total control, as far as I'm concerned, when you lose control of what's going on, to me, that's SHTF for a long period of time. And what I mean about that is right now you have the control and the ability to be able and get gas whenever you want. Anytime you want, and usually any time of the day. Here, there's 24-hour gas stations. Any time of the day, I can go get gas. I can go and get food stuff any time of the day as well. That the local Walmart around here, that I really don't go to very much, but I do once in a while, it's open 24 hours a day. So, right now you have control over when and where you get your provisions or your goods, okay? So let's say you lose control over that, and let's say that you're not going to have control over how you get your supplies for a long time, and you can feel it in your gut that this event is going to take a while, a long time, because let's say that the U.S. government decided to impose, martial law and have restrictions on when you can be in the streets and, all of the good stuff that comes with that kind of scenario, okay? You've all probably gone through it in your heads, what could happen, okay? Would you go and get in front of that FEMA truck and get in line and get provisions? And my answer to that would be yes, I definitely would. I could have a 10-year supply of food and water, and I would still be doing it. I'd be getting over there and I would be looking as desperate as everyone else, okay? And that's for a couple of reasons, maybe 3. So, even though you have everything that you're going to need, if the time ever came where you knew that things were going to be pretty bad for a long time, and when I mean a long time is like maybe 6 or more months or a few months or more, or whatever a long time may mean to you. You may think, oh, I'll be all right for at least a couple, 2, 3, 4 years. But what you have to remember is that you don't want people to know, or at least you don't want people that you don't want to know that you are okay, that you have everything you need. So what I would do is, if something happened and a FEMA truck just happened to appear, in my nearby neighborhood or city or wherever, I would be getting in line. I would be putting on the baggiest clothes that I had so that it would make me look skinnier. Although with me, that'd be pretty hard. But anyways, I would be putting on the baggiest clothes that I had. I would be trying to not take a shower for a couple of days so I can have a little bit of body odor so people wouldn't want to get near me, And I would, not shave, just look pretty rugged and go out there and get in line and act desperate. That way, when people look at you, they're not seeing you. Okay? Because if you go over there, let's say after a couple of weeks, people are going to start looking kind of rough, right? And you go and you get in line and you smell good and you look all proud and your clothes is nice and clean and people are, looking pretty rough and feeling pretty rough. They're going to notice right away. Right away will they notice that you are different than anyone else. And like what I said before is this, it's okay if people look at you, but as long as they don't see you, that's what matters. So try not to be seen in the crowds. Try not to stand out. And the supplies that you get, some people may be saying, well, that's not very moral. You have everything you need. And now by taking those supplies, you are now taking it from someone else that could have had it. Well, I mean, I guess I feel a couple of ways in that. First of all, you pay taxes, right? So you're just getting back something that you've already paid for. Number one, okay? Number two is that those supplies that you take, you can always use those supplies as to donate as charity, to donate to someone else that maybe didn't make it out there, to donate to someone else that needs it a lot worse than you, and also one thing I did want to throw in there. If those FEMA trucks do show up, there is a point that I'll come to where I won't accept anything. They're going to start probably taking all your information, where you live and everything. I guess that would be up to you. Before they gave you supplies, they probably want all your information. So I guess that would be up to you personally, how you felt about doing that. With me, that might push me off a little bit to maybe not take their stuff, or just show up there prepared with a bogus address that doesn't even exist and a bogus name and say that you lost your ID if they require an ID. So that's an easy fix to that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a pretty short video because I do have to start getting ready for work. So let me know what you all think about this stuff. I mean, and if you don't live in the U.S., please shout out what kind of emergency services your government provides or has in place in case there was a catastrophe. That'd be pretty interesting to discuss in the chat, in the comments. What kind of different emergency services different countries have, because here they call it FEMA, and I'm not going to try to pronounce every word in it because I forgot. I just read up and saw what it was, but I forgot what it is. But let us know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, having said that, I'm getting ready to head off to work here in a few minutes. First, before I have a cup of coffee, though. First, I'm going to try out this coffee. I'll try to remember to let you guys know how this coffee tastes. I'm going to be pretty disappointed if it's not good. Remember to be good to each other. When people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place. And you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. I hope you have a great day. Have a better week. And I will talk to you later on. This is Alaska Prepper, and I'm out.